Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going over a new product that I got. It's actually two products for my AR-15 pistol. I'll just kind of do a run through of how my pistol is currently set up, and then we'll go over the products that I've received recently, and I'll just talk about them a little bit. I'll talk about their website, and I'll probably install one of them because they both install the same, just there's a little bit of a difference between the two of them. I'm gonna go ahead and clear it first. Okay. AR-15 pistol, 10.5-inch barrel, CAC flash can, Surefire flashlight. I'm trying to remember, I have a different style head on this. I just can't remember what it is. Magpul flip-up sights, 6-hour Romeo 5, SBA 3 brace, split fix adapter for the brace. I am running a Sling by Flatline Fiber Co. Let's see if you can see that in there. Yeah. Nice slings. Aero Precision M4 E1 lower. Magpul bad lever. LaRue straight bow SMB2 trigger. Like I said in the last video, amazing trigger for under 100 bucks. So what I'm wanting to talk about are these right here. This is made by a company called Sub.Rev. Their website, SUBREVTECH, subrevtech.com. So this one I do believe that I found this one on tacswap.com. Awesome website. And I found that they have a eBay page and then the website, Sub.Rev. So this is called Sling Control, and it mounts to your Picatinny rail section, snaps on, and it literally just mounts with it has a bungee cord that holds onto your sling. So like I said, this one mounts to the Picatinny rails. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the sling off. All right. So the original model, the OG model, however you want to refer to it, is called Sling Control. And it literally just rubber bands using this bungee cord, I guess we'll call it, around your sling. And that's the action to get it to come open. All right. It does hold the sling really secure. I love that. The only thing that I find weird about it is it has a lot of play. And I think that's so it can fit different size rail sections. I don't know where that would come into play on why your rail sections would be any narrower, but you can see that right there. And it literally just snaps on. That's the original version. Okay? So I'm gonna set this down here for just a second. And the part that comes around and catches in the notch is actually what retains the bungee. It comes with these two screws. Let me see if you can see that a little bit better. And I believe they make these all 3D printed. Let me look at their website here real quick, and I'll tell you. I think they're a company that does 3D printing. And they've kind of just gotten into this. Oh, and they actually do throw levers for some low power variable optics. Looks like they have a throw lever for an EOTech Voodoo 1:6 and a Leupold Mark 6 1:6. So, this is the original. I have two new offerings, which is the Sling Control MLOK and then the Sling Control MLOK45. So, they do the same thing as the original offering, only these mount to the MLOK sections on your rail. Now, when you look at their website, I'll bring this up so I'm being a little bit more detailed for you. When you look at their website, I believe they both show pictures mounting it in these like off areas of the rail, not in, say, the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, but those in between sections. And it looks like it holds it really, really tight to the rail, and I really like that. Obviously, my rail isn't the style that has those in there, so it's not going to be tucked in there really, really tight. But we're going to give these a try and see how they come together. So I'm going to open, which one do we want to try here first? We're just going to try the standard MLOK. So, comes in a baggie. And it comes with the bungee attached on one side. I see that let me look at this other one here. I see they're using different screws, where on the original, their screws were like a stainless color, or uncolored, if you will. And the new ones are black. I like that. A little more subdued. But that screw is what retains the bungee. So you cut this bungee to length and put it in the other side, tighten the screw down once you have it mounted on your rifle or your pistol, and then it gives you the ability to have a larger diameter rail, thicker sling, your sling's folded up into it more, gives you more versatility in that. Aside from that, you get the actual mount, an MLOK nut and screw, and then you get one Allen key that works the very, very small screws on here. I do believe this is a 1/16. So on their website it says it's very included are Sling Control MLOK, Sling Control tab, nylon shock cord, MLOK hardware, tab hardware, 1/16 hex key, and 1/8 hex key. So these did not come with the 1/8 hex key, but I do recall seeing something on their Facebook or their Instagram where they said that they were out of the 1/8 hex keys. But if you're putting things together on your AR-15, you should have 1/8 hex keys laying around. So we're going to start. Obviously, there's like a little recessed area on the top of this for your screw. Okay. And then your MLOK nut. And you leave some space. Let's see, where do we want to mount this? I'm going to go off over here to the side. So I guess this is something that I didn't notice when I was looking at them online before. There's no indexing points for this. So I guess it's just the nut that it's going to ride on. So let's get it into place. And I'm going to put it right in the middle of that section there. Now, obviously, when you're installing this permanently, or for any solid amount of time, you're going to use blue Loctite. Make sure that nut is oriented properly, which it is. See that? It doesn't add too much to the profile. Okay. So now you have to figure out how long you want your bungee to be. The hole in the bottom here, your bungee routes through there. And then you get an idea of how long you want it to be. Make it a little long at first, of course. So I'm going to go right there. Good sharp pair of scissors. So you're not fraying the end all up. Put in the end. So now you've created that loop with it captured in this bottom. Keep it in the mounting hole. Now, something I did notice with the first generation Sling Control was these holes, if you got the screw too tight, obviously it's just 3D printed, so it can strip. So be mindful of that, because you're just turning a metal screw into plastic. So those are snug. Come underneath, around, and back to the top. I kind of like how that sits. I like how it sits over and out of the way. Put the sling back on. Now, obviously I can get that a little bit tighter, but I don't think that that feels as intuitive as it did with the original on top. Let's try that again. It didn't feel as smooth. I think maybe because the hook on it is bigger. If you look at that, no, it's not really bigger. Just lay them next to each other. Yeah, the hook isn't any bigger. This is the original right here, sitting down, and this is the new one. No, maybe it's just the positioning. You put the sling back on and try that again. Now, there's going to be people who say, oh, we'll use Ranger bands, and your wife's, one of your wife's black hair ties, and all that good stuff. But you know what? I just like knowing what's different out there. So that it seems like I'm having to fight a little bit more right there. So, all right, I'm gonna put the other one together, which is the MLOK45, and I will come right back to you guys. Okay, I have installed the MLOK45, and it definitely brings the profile of it in closer. I have it sitting up in that Picatinny rail section. It's not important, just how it came together there. So I made this one a little bit tighter, so it's holding on to my sling a little bit better. I feel like this one, it pops open better. I don't know what it is about this one. Now, obviously it's not gonna, you know, bump out, but you gotta give it a good little push. I think I like the 45 a little bit better. So yeah, 45, which I like the profile of this one. I think I'm gonna keep this one on for now. So that's that. Still working with the Sylvan folder. Still pretty solid. I'll try some reps out with coming out of the bag and with this. I just feel like that pops open easier. And then if you just want it up out of the way, it'll still stay up and out of the way. Well, that's it for this one, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and have a good night.